Hello and welcome to EBC. You're watching Addis Dialogue. I'm Abraham Astad. My guests today are entrepreneurs who are incubated under Blue Moon, the first youth agribusiness incubator and seed money funding investor in Ethiopia. They have recently pitched their ideas and investors from Lionsden have invested in their business. And all of them are youths under the age of 30. I'll be discussing with them about issues related to their ideas on agribusiness and what steps they are taking to put those ideas into ground. Stay tuned and find out what they plan for themselves and their country is. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So I have talented individuals, young people in here. Talented, not regular individuals. I think Ethiopia is looking forward to find a lot of things from your ideas. So first of all, tell us briefly what the idea that brought you to this platform is.
Hello, hi, my name is Christian and I'm the co-founder of Gabanit. So Gabanit is an agricultural e-commerce platform that connects farmers directly to the end buyers, also facilitating logistics, also payment systems. It's like Uber and Amazon for the farmers and agricultural sector.
All right.
Hi, my name is Addis and I'm the co-founder of Fueta Pellets. So our company is in the business of producing pellets, which are artificial energy sources that are going to replace firewood.
All right.
All right. My name is Brugurma, and I'm the co-founder of Nature for Nature. So my company is founded on the basis of the vision of providing sustainable and productive agricultural farm input for farmers. So basically, Nature for Nature produces a natural fertilizer that enhances the soil fertility.
My name is Barnabas Solomon. I am the co-founder of New Exchange Information and Trade Share Company. We were found as a means of finding an alternative solution for the insufficient and non-transient way of how agricultural products are currently being traded in all domestic value chains. And in order to alleviate our country from that problem, we have created a virtual livestock sale yard and market information system.
All right. I have extraordinary people in here. Like, you've been selected among many people. I hear more than 1,000 people were in the competition and you are on this stage. And the founder of Blue Moon, I heard her say that she has a plan to bring Silicon Valley to Ethiopia. Very big idea, but the implementation will be, I don't know what. So, what is going to be for Blue Moon and your company to implement these ideas and to bring them into the international market?
I think what we are going to do is after we address the Ethiopian market, we are going to expand to the international market. Also, bring what Blue Moon in Gaban is working in, bringing the international vibes, bringing the Silicon Valley to Ethiopia, making it more easier for startups, making it more easier for entrepreneurs to be like a Silicon Valley startup in Ethiopia.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what is it going to be specifically for your company in the bid to bring this idea to the global platform? Because now in Ethiopia, you have investors working with you. They believe in your idea. They think your idea can be profitable and your idea can be put on the ground and it can bring some change. So what is your take on that? What is your step after this?
Okay, so basically, before Blue Moon, we have no idea what we're going to do. So I think Blue Moon is like a bridgeway that can transform us to a whole different level that we couldn't have achieved on our own. Mm-hmm. So I think Blue Moon, along with the investors and along with us, can do so many things. So I think that's a great stage to do what we're trying to do. I think so.
All right. Brooke, your company works on areas that are untouched before. The same is true for the others. So, is it going to be implemented recently? Are we going to see something put on the ground right now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, we are trying to just implement our business idea into the ground because we live in a world sustainability matters. The word sustainability matters. We hear these words lately. So So, I mean, my company provides a sustainable and productive agricultural farm inputs so that we can use the farmlands for sustainably and for 10 years, so I mean, for the coming generation. So, we are hoping to implement this idea in this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that camel trading woman doing right now? What is happening in her life?
Actually, currently we're working with cooperatives, and also, for example, we're working with the Ethiopian Livestock Meat Exporters Association and also the Ethiopian Live Animal Traders Association in order to implement our system on the ground, and hopefully one of those people who would be benefiting from our system includes that woman, which we talked about during our pitch at the Lions Den as well.
All right. So I'll be coming to Christian because something happened last month, I believe. Last month? Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. All right. It's a very good thing. So Helsinki was your city during that time. So tell us about that. How does it come to be reality in that form?
Okay, 2 weeks ago we went to Helsinki, Finland due to a competition called Slush. So Slush GIA is a competition that hosts from 20 different countries, and if you pass the regional or the country stage, you would be going to Slush. Around 35 companies, startups went there, and we were one of them. So what happened was we competed in an impact showcase competition there, and we won the grand prize, and it was very great time. Also the competition, also there was an event, a Slush 2 days event. It was one of the biggest events that we made a lot of people, like we have seen people like Al Gore giving the speech.
The former vice president?
Yeah, the former vice president.
All right.
Even people like Prince Daniel and William were present there, and other people from different big
Prince
startups.
William.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're taking Ethiopia to the global platform.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It was one of the biggest events in the startup ecosystem, and we were very glad we were being able to attend and win the Impact Showcase prize.
All right. So, it's your idea to be implemented recently. These ideas come in not only in Ethiopia, in different parts of Africa, in the world. Ideas come, entrepreneurs come, and they say we have this and that, and the people expect a lot of things to happen.
Yes.
So, is this thing to happen? Tell us about it.
Hopefully, by this time next year, we're planning to produce our pellets. By the way, our product is called pellets, and they're going to substitute firewood. So I believe that the product is very important to change the lives of so many people in Ethiopia. So that's why the urgency is kind of very important.
Did you make the cover decomposable? And there was some issue. You want to talk about that?
Yes, we had this argument with one of the attendees at the program. So he suggested we change the plastic bags into decomposable bags. So we're working on it.
All right.
Eventually.
So Brooke, fertilizers.
Yeah.
How can you manage to collect all that garbage from around the city and bring it into one area and change it into be fertilizer? Isn't that hard?
Actually, it's hard. It seems hard, but it's not hard because we're working with the government. You know that more than 300,000 metric tons of garbage are generated every year in Addis Ababa. Out of this, greater than 75% of the waste is organic, so that we can change that into fertilizer. It's a big resource, by the way, which we didn't address.
All right, let me come to you, Mr. Barnabas.
Yes, sir.
So this is a problem for most of the merchants in Ethiopia. I know, I've seen that most of them try to sell their products, so their cattle, but somehow the process becomes very tough because
Of course.
the market, the exchange, and the connection is not that good in the country. Yeah. So tell me the way, the real way, not the theory, the real way.
By implementing this system, we could capture from 10% to 25% of value back to the pastoralists, because we connect them directly to the buyers, which are potential buyers, which are, it could be industrial processors, and also it could be exporters. And by creating that link, there is no added cost, and we offer them integration just like any other system, which means that everything that they need is in the system, including logistics and payment processing. So all of these things, we hope, if properly implemented and all of the concerned parties play their part, including the regulatory bodies, I think that it would be a very good thing for our country.
All right. I mean, getting you on that end, I didn't go on that point. You have investors. They have invested around 7 million around you, and there is the money that you have started the business with. That Blue Moon have invested huge amount of money. It's a different thing. We like that. But what are those investors doing right now with regard to your business now? Is there any input besides the money? Are they coming around?
Our investors, if it wasn't for Blue Moon, are type of people you would not have access to. They have a very big business portfolio here in Ethiopia and all over the world as well. So having them to invest in our ideas is one thing, but having a chance to have those people as a mentor is very important as well. So we're just finishing up our due diligence, and they would probably deposit the money in the coming few weeks.
This is only agribusiness that you are working on, and I don't want to mention Silicon Valley because a lot of ideas come in there, and those ideas get pitched and grow. But agribusiness, I know there is a potential in the country because agriculture is still the leading sector for the economy of Ethiopia. But somehow I sense that there is something doing with, something related with ICT technology. Do you have that kind of thing in there?
Yeah, our core model is like ICT for agriculture. So one thing in Ethiopia and most developing countries is that ICT is neglected in the agriculture sector. So as you said, agribusiness has a huge potential in Ethiopia since most of its population is working on agriculture, but the ICT sector is neglected on that sector. So our business directly connects farmers to buyers using ICT, like mobile phones, internet connections, USSD, SMS platforms like that. So ICT plays a big role in it.
I want to know, like we have many people, many youngsters in Ethiopia. The majority of the population is young people in the country. The same is true for Africa. So a lot of young people are looking forward to getting their own business, their own company like you guys are doing. But most people do not get this, a straight path. One way or another, there's difficulty, hiccups. So what is your advice? What do you tell to these people?
I face a lot of difficulties. It's a lot because it's me. Just one guy graduated from Adama Science and Technology University in mechanical engineering. There's nothing behind me, though. I don't have this big family. I don't have this big networks. But I have this big idea. I want to change the world. I want to change. I wanted to put my footprint in Ethiopian economy and the world as well, because I believe this. I have this personal philosophy. An army of entrepreneurs can defeat poverty. So if we have a lot of entrepreneurs, because we will have a lot of job opportunity for the community, so that we can defeat poverty. So I encourage the young people to believe in themselves, just to believe in their business idea, whatever that is, and just to keep forward no matter what happens in their, maybe there are big difficulties that they might face.
Do you have to add something on it?
Yeah, I think for entrepreneurs to go to business, it doesn't have to be general, specific, not having degrees, but they could connect with the ecosystem, with the startups, networks around them, like also incubators like Blue Moon, Addis, so that they could get supports from other entrepreneurs, also the entire network and ecosystems, like we get supported.
Is our fate going to be bright? Like, I heard and I saw this thing in Kenya. I forgot the name, but this tech company started in Kenya, in other countries in Nigeria too. Started this tech company. It was beautiful, like youngsters coming together, working on their craft, honing it every day. But it ended up no good at the end of the day. I don't want to call what it ended up being, all right? So what is the guarantee there? What is that thing, that vibe that is telling you we're going to do it, we're going to make it, a lot is going to happen? What is that thing?
I don't know if you know this, but about, I think, 85% of every entrepreneur fails at the first or 1 to 5 years of their production stage. So even if you think that you're going to fail, you just have to go for it and go forward, knowing that the bigger picture, seeing the bigger picture is way bigger than the failure that is like staring right ahead of you. I think that's.
They have the quote saying, "I will fail and fail again until I succeed."
That's the one.
So that the main thing is not trying not to fail, but to fail and learn from your failures and to try it again.
Trust me, once I fail, I'm going to change the name. I'm going to go away. All right, that's a very beautiful motto to have. All right, let me get into this point before I forget it. Being exceptional, being, that adventurous, not being mediocre. Does it give you any kind of sense? Like, does it give you any kind of energy?
See, selected from thousands of applicants, it gives you something. Actually, one thing that I understand is they believe in me because I believe in myself. So that's the first lesson I got. So for every entrepreneur out there, this is my advice again. Just believe in yourself. Then the rest of the world believe in you as well. So the change you'll make and the things everything that you do, they will believe in that, because first you believe in yourself.
There are stakeholders that are coming to your business, supporting you, mentoring you, giving you advice. A lot of things is happening. Investors, blooming as well. But the government want to know, because we're the future. The youth are the future for this country. We dominate in number, probably we dominate in ideas. That's not verified. So what is that expectation you have? What exactly do you want the government to do?
The thing I want the government to do is to support us through our process. One thing to support the entire startup ecosystem. Countries like Silicon Valley, like America and Silicon Valley is one of the biggest startup area is because the government supports and motivates startups like that. So one thing the government to do is support this kind of startups. Also, the other thing is support the IT sector, the ICT sector, the tech companies also promote e-commerce. One of the challenges we had was as e-commerce company, the rules are not that much regulated for e-commerce, and getting registered and things like that was pretty much hard. So if the government promotes this kind of things to be worked well to establish, it would be very useful for us and for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, let me get out of the box and let me do this, because I want to know what it feels like to be an entrepreneur and to work around the clock. How is it like? Are you there punctual?
Us being an entrepreneur is it's fun. Also, sometimes it's challenging. So you don't usually work with like the normal working time from the morning to like 5 in the afternoon. But you might sometimes stay over your office, work all night. You may also work in weekends. Like you have to be engaged on your work like 24/7. And the thing is, if you love what you do, you enjoy the working.
All right. I don't take you for lazy. Something you want to tell me about your working environment?
We work at Blue Moon, and I don't know if you've been there, but it's an amazing place to work at. We have different places. We even have a bajaj in the office, so we can take a nap. So we actually slept over there twice, right? We've slept over twice, and it's actually it initiates people to think outside the box and to think differently. We have different coats all around the walls, and it's kind of awesome.
All right. Anything different? The same work environment, I believe. I better give you this question. Do you have that strong vibe every time? I just want to know that.
Definitely. Right. And I would say that one of the things, especially that would inspire me, is that we have our customers and the people which we want to serve, and it is that when we go to them trying to solve their problem, which is huge, and then which has been painstakingly difficult for them to overcome, and then they give us this self-assuring look and a pat on the back. And then there's nothing like that.
One thing I wanted to add was like, you are not always excited. There's ups and downs on the entrepreneur's path. But one thing I would to say for entrepreneurs doing is to love what they do. Like if they don't love what they do, it's hard when you get down to get into the vibe and doing it. But if you love it, even if you are down, you just keep insisting on doing it.
Thank you very much for coming to here the studio and having this dialogue with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hope you had a good time with my guest today. We'll be coming with another guest next time. Until that time, it's goodbye from me, Abraham Asrat, and the entire studio crew here. Goodbye.